Hello everyone, day 19 of Posting Every Day. Today's topic is about the importance of materializing your thoughts and your ideas and your struggles and your goals. And the best way to do that is to document it outside of your entity, outside of your brain and your thoughts and your memory. And the best way to do it is to grab a pen, grab a book or a journal and write away. Write those thoughts that you have, write those ideas, and let them manifest into reality. Because a lot of the things that we think about, sometimes writing, just writing about them is a form of action as well. You're bringing them to life by placing the ink on the paper. I'm a huge advocate of journaling, or at least some form of writing. I grew up writing. It was one of the best ways for me to express myself. One of my first jobs, full-time jobs, was me being a writer. I've done it for like maybe 7 or 8 years. And then I transitioned into different things. So there is a stigma around journaling, specifically for men, which is not really viewed as a masculine activity, or it's not viewed as something that a man should do, which is something I really disagree with. And I can show you that I have a good collection of journals that I've used over the years. Some are for like writing about, reflecting on the day itself. Some of them are related to specific journeys. Some of them are related to specific exercises. This one, for example, is just for the gym and logging my workouts. I thought that could help me be more disciplined if I incorporate something like that. And it looked cool, and I wanted to bring it in my gym bag so I look like I knew what I'm doing. But I've been doing this for a few years, and to be quite honest with you, when I was thinking of doing this video, I always wanted to talk about journaling, but I wanted to find like the perfect segue to do it. And I went and I looked for these journals that I have, and I was just like reading through a few of them, and it's so interesting that whenever I actually resort to writing things, it's almost like my brain, my body, they need it, and it becomes the best medium. We are so overwhelmed by having so much information all the time at the ready. It's so easy to call someone or text someone or watch a video or get distracted by a film or get distracted by a show or something, just to push the feelings, the emotion, the thoughts away. Like, it's very hard nowadays to be able to process anything. Like, I feel like we're always being used as the product, and we're not brainwashed per se, but we're being kept distracted at a very scary cadence. So I would suggest to any of you to slow that down, to take some form of control over your mind, and to sit down and have a quiet moment where you can also talk to yourself, but through a different medium. I remember this specific black notebook. It was back, I think this was in 2019, 2018, so 8 years ago. And I remember I wasn't feeling the best. For me, at that time, I was going through a depressive state. But now that I reflect on these things, it's just because I was conflicted within, right? The things that I was doing, the things that I was going through against my values and morals, against what I really wanted to be, were so conflicted to a point where, when all was done and the dust has settled, it left me extremely lost and very vacant. So I actually grabbed my bike. Back in the day, I had like a Harley, and I loved buying this bike because it forced me to travel a lot by myself, and it forced me to be alone. And I would travel quite often without, having any friends with me. and I didn't really put the seat behind. I usually kept it as a solo bike as well for like quite a long time. And I remember this trip where I just went to another city just to go through my emotions, and I didn't use my phone or anything. Whenever I wanted to talk to someone or fill some type of void, I would grab this and I would write. And if I wasn't doing that, then I was just completely in the moment, which was so amazing. So I was just reading through it, and it's very interesting how a lot of things that I used to think about and analyze made me feel that, I've always wanted to be on this journey, and my thoughts have been growing the same since then. I'm just trying to find something that I can actually share. So I decided to travel alone in the midst of my depression. I have unanswered questions, new questions to impose on myself when I feel discomfort alone, while being alone. Used to bring me joy. I am living through a different life from what my soul desires. I believe I have it in me to do what is necessary. No matter how hard it is, my mission is to know what is the path that I should lead and bear the consequences that will come with it. For now, I am nor living nor dying, for I am stuck in emotional purgatory. So again, there is a bit of dramatization. We need to understand I'm a writer, and so I used to write a lot. So I also find comfort in beautifying what I think. But here, like, I already understood the concepts. Here, like, this was like 7 years ago, and I understood the concept that you really need to have internal alignment. And one of the best ways to document things, because thoughts are fleeting, and if you don't document them, you almost dilute the communication with yourself. So I have so many now. I have this newer one, which like maybe 2 years ago or 3 years ago. This one was more about really digging deep, but this is more structured, where I would ask myself questions that I would need to answer them, and it was a daily exercise where I did it for a whole, I think, 2 months or something like this, where I had like tasks that I would do for myself. I would like visualize what I need, and funny enough, a lot of the things that I wrote here that I wanted to do, I've actually accomplished them, which is quite amazing. And I'm kind of burning through another episode, but I have a beautiful product here that I haven't unboxed yet. But this is for those that don't have the background of actually writing, or don't know what questions to ask themselves, or haven't done any exercises of self-reflection while they write about it. There's actually a lot of journals out there that will actually guide you through your thoughts and ask you those questions. I mean, this, for example, gives you your weekly goals and your daily alignment, and asks you questions that you need to, like, where do you stand with money, with work, with your workouts? What do you want to focus on more? It's quite beautiful, and it's amazing. And it also comes with a lot of quotes, and I want to start using it from next week. It's going to be one of the challenges I have, and this will last you around 3 months. So I will go through it, and I will try it, and I will give you my honest review on it. And what's cool on the back here, they wrote, you don't need more noise, you need a system. A quiet space to check your focus, track what matters. This is where it starts. So this also resonates with me, because I spoke so much about systems and about, you need to have a structure and a system for you to be able to achieve, because it's the small steps and it's the small actions and the small habits that will build the monumental woman or man that you want to be. That's it for our episode, and see you tomorrow. Bye.